Okay, welcome back to another episode of Two of the Brothers Review. And this time, we are ranking classic Taylor Swift songs. Yes, we decided to put the cutoff at 1989 for a couple of reasons. One, because if it went longer, it would become unwieldy. This was a long and difficult one to do as it is. And number two is not him, but me. I can count all her post-1989 songs I like on one hand, so hater. So that's why. So here's how we chose the songs. I went to Wikipedia and picked the singles that were released in that first section. Just the release singles, not the promotional singles or anything. So if you're wondering why we have Today Was a Fairy Tale but not Crazier, or Eyes Open but not Safe and Sound, and Ronin but not Change, because it wasn't on the wiki. The one change we did make was on the Wikipedia, they had Highway Don't Care listed as one of her singles. We decided not to count that because she's a featured artist on that. It's not really her
song.
She's like in the chorus and that's it. So to make up for that, we decided to pick one bonus song. It could be anything, as long as it was pre-Reputation or a From the Vault song on the Taylor's version of the news albums. Alright, so now that you know the rules, we are going to rank these 34 songs. As always, I will let Tanner get started.
34, I had to go off of Red the last time.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about this song. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know if it's just like too slow or if it's just the Gary Lightbody part. I don't know what it is. I'm just not a fan of it. I can't put my finger on it. Like I said, not my favorite. I love Taylor, don't get me wrong. I love Taylor for all eras. Excuse me, but this one is just not it.
Okay. 34, I have Eyes Open, the one from the Hunger Games soundtrack. I feel like the same thing. This is like a kind of slow song, doesn't really feel Taylor-y. It fits well with the Hunger Games universe, but yeah, compared to like all the other bangers she's released, just doesn't do it for me. Yeah.
33, I've got Tim McGraw.
Okay.
I'm going to sound like a bad Swiftie here, but I've actually never listened to the full debut album. I have never listened to the full debut album. And I have heard this song. I know this was the first surprise song that she performed on the Eras tour for the surprise. But I'm just very selective about my debut songs that I like. So, and that's not one of them. I mean, none of these songs are bad. Let me get that out of the way. None of these songs are bad. Just not my favorite.
All right. 33, I have Everything Has Changed. Featuring Ed Sheeran.
Okay. I'm like...
Yeah, so this is another one, like I said, I feel like it's kind of slower. It's not up to like... I mean, Taylor can do great slow songs, but I just feel like this is the one I don't feel like it's the Ed Sheeran duet type thing, or I don't know.
She has a better one with Ed Sheeran in the Vault off Red.
Yeah. But yeah, this one just doesn't do it for me. No, it's not I don't hate it, but I don't really particularly like it either.
32, I've got I Knew You Were Trouble. This one, I like I said, none of these songs are bad. This is, I would just listen to this one less, probably because every time I hear the song, I think of the Screaming Goats.
Yes, that meme. That was a great meme.
So, that's mainly the reason why. It's just not one of my go-to songs that I would listen to, honestly, compared to some of these other ones.
Okay. 32, I have The Last Time.
Okay.
And really, the same thing. I don't know if it's just like the duet partner, but it's if it's slow or whatnot. But yeah, this one just doesn't do it for me. I really like solo Taylor. I guess is my thing.
Yeah,
because I have like both of her duets down right here at the bottom.
31, I have Eyes Open.
Okay.
Kind of the same, piggybacking off of yours. It's a great song for the Hunger Games, but it's not really Taylor in a way, if you will. But great song nonetheless. I like the remastered version. Her version, rather.
Okay. 31, Tim McGraw.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a nice song. It's a cute little song. I mean, I get it. This was where the legend began, but I feel like all of our songs have been better, other than what I like here. But so yeah, it was a great start for her, but just not my favorite.
Right. 30, I've got 15.
Okay.
I think this is the first album or the first single off of Fearless, and it's great. Don't get me wrong; it's a cute little story about like going into high school, meeting new friends, and everything. And I think the song came out when I was, gosh, like around the age actually, but it's a good little song. Like I said, not my favorite, but it's a good song.
30, I have Teardrops on My Guitar.
Okay.
So again, it's from the debut album, and she was just figuring things out. But yeah, it's a sweet little song and everything. But I don't know, she's got so many bangers on here, so some of these earlier ones I'm not really that familiar with, just kind of had to take a little back seat.
Yeah. 29, I have Hours from Mine. Will never get over the fact that she rhymes stairs with stairs in this song. I think it's hysterical. I love this song, but that part gets me every single time. It's a cute little like love song, you know, between a couple. And if you watch the music video, it's actually pretty decent.
It is a good music video. All right, 29, I have Style.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a fun song. But I don't know. This was when kind of getting towards the end when I was because this was 1989, right?
Style was 1989.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So this was already kind of on her downhill. I didn't like 1989 much. I like the earlier ones, but yeah, it's a fun song. But I just feel like there's something more I'd rather listen to by her.
Uh, 28, I've got Today Was a Fairy Tale.
Okay.
Another good one. I can feel my heart is beating in my chest. My favorite line in the whole in the whole song. It's a good little song. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, Valentine's Day, but it's a good little song.
28, I have Should Have Said No.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a really fun song, I think. But again, there's just so many more I'd rather listen to. I believe I hadn't heard this one before we actually did this list, so I think this is my first time.
Should Have Said No.
Yeah,
I like this one.
So yeah, it's a fun song, but not my favorite.
27, Should Have Said No. This is probably one of my favorites off of. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. This is one of the better ones off of debut. It's definitely not my favorite, but I think I don't have another debut one for a while after this one. Oh no, I've got a couple. But I like it. It's like kind of aggressive, if you will. Like should have said no, should have gone home. It's cool. So like debut Taylor, she's 16. Just she's a kid.
And remember, Taylor's only a couple months younger than me, so
Yeah.
So yeah, we've basically grown up together. So yeah, I get younger Taylor because I was like the same age, so I get what it's like back then. Okay, 27. I actually do have Fearless.
Okay.
Yeah, so I love the album overall, but this particular song isn't my favorite on it. But it's a fun song on it.
Yeah.
Dance in the storm and best dress for your life.
Yeah.
It's a fun imagery, but yeah, there are so many bangers on that album, so this one just doesn't stand up to the rest of it. The album.
Right. 26, I have White Horse.
Okay.
There are a lot of like the sadder songs that I like. This is not one of my top. Like, I'm gonna go off the rails a little bit here. Like Folklore, she has some of her best sad songs. Exile is probably my favorite Taylor song that I was not allowed to put on here. But this one, like Fearless is like a high school like album, if you will.
Yeah.
So like the high school sweetheart and didn't work out and yada yada yada, all that stuff. So White Horse at 26.
Okay. 26. Sparks Fly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. This was a really hard one to do.
This was a hard one.
I actually revised my list once before we actually recorded, but yeah, Sparks Fly, I enjoy it, but just not as much as the rest of the album. But it is a really fun song. I really do enjoy it.
Yeah. 25, I've got Ronan.
Okay.
The song is just another, again, going back to the sad song, and if you really sit there and just listen to the lyrics, you're gonna start crying, and I don't want to cry, but it's a good song nonetheless. Again, I didn't know this was a single initially. I thought it was a vault song, but it's just a little too sad for me.
Okay, 25. I have Ours.
Okay.
Yeah, I really do enjoy this song. This is a fun little love song, and like you said, the music video is really cute. Taylor's really good in it, and it's a fun little song. Don't you worry your pretty little mind.
Yeah.
It's just catchy and fun. It's not her best, but it is a great little song. I really do enjoy it.
24 Wildest Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
1989 is not my favorite album, but there are some really good songs on here, and those ones are going to be up towards the top. But Wildest Dreams, it's just something. I think it starts out too kind of slowish for me in a way. The music video is not my favorite music video of hers, but yeah.
Okay. 24. I have Today Was a Fairy Tale.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun, even if some of the lyrics are kind of dumb, like you mentioned. I can feel my heart; it's beating my chest. Really? No kidding.
Taylor once said.
Yeah, and I know I don't write music. Taylor's. I really do. In spite of me not liking her newer stuff, I really do believe she is the single best songwriter of my generation. She is very talented. So, we can poke fun at the odds lyric here and there, but yeah, she is really good. I do have a lot of respect for her as an artist, even if I don't really care for the recent stuff. But yeah, it's a fun song. I like it, and it was a fun little movie, so it really fits well with the movie it was released for. So yeah, 24. Today Was a Fairy Tale.
23 Shake It Off. This song was way too overplayed. It's a catchy song. Don't get me wrong, but bars. It's just so overplayed. And the amount of TikToks that are going to come out when 1989 Taylor's version comes out is just going to be insanity.
Yeah, anytime after we do some intense stretches in Taekwondo, my instructor usually says, shake it off like Taylor Swift. It always reminds me of this song. Yeah. All right, so at 23, I have New Romantics.
You're killing me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great song. But again,
I love this song.
Yeah, again, 1989 was kind of I was like, she's kind of losing her touch, in my opinion. But I do love the song, and yeah, it's a good one. I just don't like it as much as the other ones. So yeah, 23 New Romantics.